Hello, Matty coming at you with another Planet Coaster episode for episode 15. Welcome to the video, thank you for joining me. As a bit of a heads up, there won't be any time lapse in this episode. It's just going to be a bit of a brief overview of everything that we've done so far and a bit of a recap as to where we currently stand. So as we stand at the moment, the park is currently on 81%. So I've got 19% more to play with. I have a couple of plans which I'll go over shortly, but I just wanted to show the developments that I've made in between episodes. So in the previous episode I had started building the station, and since then I have now actually completed it, and we also now have a name for it as well. So I happily present, thank you to Flo, the name Mountain Dive. Flo, I will be naming you. I did forget to do it in this episode, I'm sorry, so I will ensure it is done for the next episode. But all the queue line is done and all the foliage all around it as well. I did swap the sides so they now exit on the other side. That is so I can actually get 3 trains running quite smoothly. It just gave a bit better gas flow throughout the ride. And I've also changed up the roof a little bit as well, and also inside the station as well. If the camera will go in. Come on. Nope. There we go. And there we go, inside the station is done. So we've now got the storage and also some lockers as well put in there as well, so guests can put their valuables in before they go on the ride. And I've also changed the carriage to completely black now, to go along with the track as well. And also need to sort that roof out, just noticed that. And also in between episodes I've redone all the terrain for Tomb Flumer, which Tomb Flumer's been down since episode 2, but I'd never done the terrain again. So I've redone all of that and used the techniques that I built for the waterfall, which is currently behind us, on the waterfalls on Tomb Flumer as well. So I'm happy with the results for this. As with Wasp's Nest, I actually think I improved upon it. The waterfall in particular, the big one, I'm really happy with. I think it looks really nice. And also as well, if we have a look at the night lighting, I've done all the lights underneath as well. So there's blue lights underneath the mountain with some white lights underneath Dive, and then some lights underneath the queue path, and then I put some faded blue lights underneath the waterfalls as well. And we also, I also built a cave underneath there, and I've just noticed them speakers are in the wrong place. Nobody noticed that. Fixed. There we go. Done. But what I would like to do is actually go on a ride of Mountain Dive, because I have made some changes to it in between episodes. So let's have a wander down the queue. Go down there and back, and since hitting about 80% I am having a few graphical issues with the game. The rock textures just don't seem to be loading the same anymore. They do load eventually, but there does seem to be a bit of graphical issues. Now I am pushing this console to its absolute limits. Bit concerned when we get to the 100% mark. But here we go, let's go for a ride of Mountain Dive. So we now go through the cave that I've put there. Probably needs a little bit more scenery inside there. Same with this lift as well, just some things to look at as it goes up. I changed the track a little bit there, so it went a little bit closer to the station. That ride to the right also needs a name as well. So that's the next one. I need a name for the green ride that is there. So suggestions down below please. To join Johnny Bear, Sid Makes Things and Flo as a guest. Unsure why the train has stopped there, it's not supposed to do that. It normally flows straight through, so not sure what actually happened there. But the mountain dive now goes through Wasp's Nest as well. And the two rides do actually interact as they go through, so they do actually go past each other. And back into the station again. So, happy with that. Just a couple of little more tweaks to do and then that will be done and this entire side of the park will be completed in its entirety. And because we haven't done it since episode 1, let's go for a ride on Tomb Flume as well. And it's actually at night as well this time, so you'll actually be able to see the fireflies that I put in as well. You can see the entrance, the monorail entrance for the car park over there. You can't actually see them from here, but there are actually some sprays that come off from below there. Oh, there you go. Just turned day. So there you go. There's some sprays that come from the pipes. I would have actually rather ride this at night, but never mind. Day is also good. So added another snake there. Just added more foliage, more decoration around the ride as it goes. Just makes it a bit more interesting. Keep up the idea of you going on this adventure to find this treasure. And I also modified this cave as well, so I actually used rain and put it up inside the rocks to make it look like when you go through a cave and it was dripping. So you're going to get very wet on this ride. And the monorail still goes past the same way as it used to back in episode 1. And if you look over to the left as well, you can see Mountain Dive over there. You can just see a lot more of the park now than you used to. As the more and more it's got built up, you can just see more and more as the ride goes around. And round this corner is the cave that I've now put in. So before there was just a little bit of shrubbery to the left. It looked a little bit out of place, so I thought it'd just be cool to put a cave system in. I love that waterfall. I'm extremely happy with the result of the waterfall. I think it looks a lot better than it used to. And another spray as you go underneath there. As we come towards the end of the ride, there's a couple more things to see. So as you come up here, you've got the car park off to your right and you can see the tour bus as they go in, and you'd have the monorail going past you. I always loved on Tomb Flume how you could see the other passengers going around at the same time. It was always quite compact and always quite a lot to see as you went round. Even though it's quite a long ride, there was a lot to see. Never felt it was boring at any point. But of course, if anybody has any suggestions how to improve it, or if you think there's maybe a boring section of the ride, by all means drop me a comment, leave me a suggestion. But here we go for the final lift. So the snakes had to stay, so I re-put the snakes as I did before, and also the beetles on the wall as you come up. This looks really nice at night, but unfortunately I didn't get any shots of it for you, I'm afraid. and smile for that camera. And if we just quickly pause it there, just the view that they would have just before they come for the drop. So you can see Wasp's Nest and Mountain Dive off in the distance, the new waterfall that was put in place. Just a really nice view just before they drop and get soaking wet. And there goes Mountain Dive over there. And the crocodile should still be in here somewhere. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Watch out for that crocodile. So there we go. I'm loving this park. I'm really satisfied with how it's coming along. Bit sad that it's almost ending. Oh, I also built another little staff room as well. So just hidden off the beaten path. So we've got the staff only. And that's the staff room in there, and it's just opposite Mountain Dive. But yeah, 19% left. So I've got a couple of plans. But any suggestions as well? How you think I can fill this area with a small piece count? I'm still thinking of a little seating area. Possibly thinking maybe one of the car rides and build up some farm around it. And I'm also thinking possibly a maze using hedges, which could take up quite a big area but very small piece count. I might block that area off or maybe just turn it into a food court. I've yet to decide. But I'm not going to have long left to decide. But without further ado, I hope you enjoyed the episode. I do apologise that there was no time lapse. This episode was punishment for me not talking in the last episode, so lots of talking this time. Stay safe everybody, take care, and I will see you on Wednesday for episode 16. Goodbye!